watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up, it look like...
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State, finding room at the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender
looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Vikings. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. But right away, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! 42's the Mike, boys, 42.
On 2nd down, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ben Gideon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike, check, 59. Let's get the ball. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the screen. Hot seven.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, Cousins throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check.
Throwing, Cousins. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Cousins on first down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Now Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks him. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Match box. Mike 42. Mike 40. Mike 42.
On first and 10, here's Murray. He's got Burton here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on second down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming for you.
from the gun on third down, Murray. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Four-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Tighten up. Mike's 59.
White.
59.
A second down throw for Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Zoom.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to leave this for a running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Murray now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Get off the field. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Coming.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is good.
Murray with a third and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951, that ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed, caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Cousins now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Cousins. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack there by Roquan Smith. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Final play of the half, Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
To throw is Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins now. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Keep going. Touchdown, baby. I see you.
Sanders on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Muhammad Wilkerson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike, check.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Bears.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Back. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Mike.
Ready?
59. Not here.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
50.
I got him. Check 3 under. Check 3. Under 10. 6'6". Pull it high. One touch. Here we go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Cousins to throw it. And Marshall's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3.
80 weapon.
Cousins now from the 50. And that's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. When it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave the street, chase on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds